Welcome to our Week 9 Power Rankings. We are going to be ranking every single team into tiers. Let's start off in the Super Bowl contender window. The Detroit Lions just further proved why they are Super Bowl contenders, so I think they're going to stay there. No explanation needed. Moving into the Houston Texans, I do have a little bit concern with them, especially putting up a close game. Do you think we should move them down, or do you think we should stay here?
They're staying for now, but they're on Super Bowl contender worry list. We'll say that for now.
Okay. Chiefs are 7-0, no discussion there. I think the Vikings might move down after dropping 2 straight.
No, for sure. And again, it's kind of like we've been saying for a while. Like, yeah, we're so surprised. We're so surprised they're in this tier. See, that's the key word. We were surprised. It's kind of like reality setting back in. And look, I would still be surprised by the end of the year, not maybe at this point. I'm still surprised that they're a playoff level team. But as far as them going all the way, again, with Sam Darnold back there, the whole thing, it does feel very unlikely at the end of the day, Hunter.
Washington Commanders, they just won again. They're at the top of their division, so they have to stay, I believe. I don't think they're worth moving down.
No, for sure. Even if they lost last week, it still would be like, Bears are a damn good defense. Jaden Daniels coming off the injury. I still would be ready to move them down. It just reaffirmed that they're definitely staying, though.
Baltimore Ravens trade for Deontay Johnson. They lose to Cleveland. I think they have to stay.
No, they're staying. Again, you get it. You get a shit the bed week, like I always say. You just can't do it twice in a row.
Green Bay Packers take it to the wire with the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. They get the win. I feel like they have to stay as well.
For sure. Maybe worry list as well. Maybe on the worry list along with the Texans. But staying for sure.
Pittsburgh Steelers win against the Giants in prime time. They have to stay. They're at the top of the AFC North. Moving into the playoff tier, we have the Buffalo Bills. I think it might be time to move them up.
I was going to say, oh, no, they're for sure moving up. Along with probably maybe someone else in the playoff tier as well. But hey, they're moving up.
Chicago Bears going down. They capped so hard. They could have had that.
Hey, look, I'm not the Bears fan here. You're the Bears fan, so Bears fans, don't get mad at me. Look, Hunter's telling y'all how it is. I'm for it. I would have been for leaving them in the playoffs tier as well, but your opinion needs more than mine on this one.
Philadelphia Eagles, up or down, or stay? You think up?
I think these past few weeks, I think it's time, Hunter. I think I'm saying to myself, if they can do this for a run in the playoffs, it's all about just making a run. If they can play like this team for 3-4 weeks straight in the playoffs, I got faith they can beat anybody. Again, do I have faith that that's going to happen? Not a lot of it, but again, this roster is way too talented. The way they've been playing, I think they got to move up.
Yeah, I think they have a chance really any year with the lines that they have. Seattle Seahawks. I feel like they have to move down, maybe.
Yo, for sure. I was gonna say, yeah, no. This is crazy because we're gonna have an entirely new playoff tier. We are literally, if you watch coming into this week, it's a whole new playoff tier going forward because we just moved everybody.
New playoff tier. Los Angeles Chargers. I feel like they got to stay middle of the pack. I'm not convinced they're going to be a playoff team just yet.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not convinced. It's not saying it's not possible, but I'm absolutely not convinced that it is right now.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I kind of want to move them up. Even with the loss. I just feel like they're in any game that they play.
No, they are. It's tough. It's tough because again, you're sitting at 500 right now, so it's like and again, you've kind of lost some key guys. I don't know. I feel like right now with the injury situation, let's let them prove to us that they can win a game, go on a little streak. I think it's only right we got to let them stay for right now, though, Hunter. I'm not going to lie. I'm with you. Again, I think they're going to end up there. I just don't think we can do it right now.
Atlanta Falcons, I feel like they have to move up.
I was going to say, they're going to be if anything, I think the Falcons got to be the first NFC South team to make a replacement on that playoff tier.
Yeah. I mean, I think they've proved it with what their offense can do. San Francisco 49ers. They're 500 right now. Up or down or wait one more week? I feel like they are a playoff
It's
team, but it's like
it's tough, Hunter. It's tough. I guess I don't know. I think you know what. Again, if we're making bets, I think you and me agree that they're going to find themselves
all right,
there.
let's move
They
them up.
should. So Niners just don't sell us. All they have to do is not sell us, and this won't look dumb.
All right, now we have the Arizona Cardinals. I am going to keep them here in the middle of the pack. I think that's exactly what they are at this point.
No, yeah, and I know Cardinals fans are seething at us, so we just moved the Niners up and not them. But pedigree does have to come into the equation somewhere. Again, like we've said multiple times, the Cardinals are playing way better than expectation, and you should be ecstatic if you're a Cardinals fan. But I'm not ready to say they're a playoff team, as you're not either.
Cincinnati Bengals, I think they got to stay here too. I don't. I mean, I feel like they're better than an any given Sunday team, but they're not as good. You know, like they're
No,
not.
there's definitely not a playoff team
No,
right now.
Denver Broncos up.
Hashtag
Feels
I
weird,
told
dude.
you so. Sean Payton was the guy. I'm gonna keep reaffirming the same points to all you Sean Payton haters, man. I don't even know what else to say. Really, where else do you give the credit? I don't know. You just give the credit to Vance Joseph and Sean Payton. It's really a coaching staff led W over there. I mean, because we said the Broncos roster, if you gave a mid tier head coach this roster, they're winning 4 or 5 games. But Sean Payton and Vance Joseph, man, gotta love it.
Any given Sunday tier, we got to move the Los Angeles Rams up. Definitely after they're getting Puka and Cooper back, some of the old line back. I just feel like they can play with anybody now.
No, for sure. I was gonna say the Rams are definitely the first team moving up to the middle of the pack here.
Any given Sunday, I feel like the Giants have to stay.
Yeah, again, it's like you could move them down, maybe, but like they
No,
still are feisty. They're feisty
yeah,
enough that it's like I'm willing to let them stay.
I feel like any given Sunday is feisty teams or teams that
No,
are super talented that shouldn't lose to bad teams.
no, I'm with you on that.
And that is the Dallas Cowboys. So I feel like they have to stay in any given Sunday as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. I truly can't believe that this is where we're at the Cowboys. But I mean, at this point of the season, I don't really think we're getting much debate from Cowboys fans either. They truly are. It's shocking over there.
New York Jets stay in any given Sunday. I feel like their roster is too talented. Well, actually, I think the Jets could go to the basement.
If we're doing this off expectations, I would totally agree. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like we got to kind of give them the same treatment as everybody else.
Yeah, I feel like we have to move them
I would
down.
say right now, yeah, they're down to the basement, which is even more shocking than the Cowboys.
Indianapolis Colts, I got to keep it any given Sunday after their performance. And I actually think they'll probably move up to middle of the pack after a week with Joe Flacco.
I was gonna say, you took the words out of my mouth.
Next into the basement tier, we have the Miami Dolphins, who I think are going to be staying here.
Yo, they're for sure staying.
But they're close to. If they
They're
lose
close.
like
They
another
just
game
win a
or
game
two
with
games,
Tua. I promise they're moving back up. They just gotta pull one out with Tua. They're moving back up.
are the Patriots an any given Sunday team? Not yet,
No.
right? Not yet, right? Okay.
No,
okay.
no, yeah, it wasn't. It was the Jets. Yeah, not yet, not yet.
Next, we have the Las Vegas Raiders. I feel like the Chiefs are just the Chiefs.
But it's like we also can't move them up because like the Chiefs have given a lot of teams close games this year.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
true.
gonna like it's kind of just like that's been the Chiefs' MO this year. So I'm not gonna we can't move them up. They are still a basement team until they prove us otherwise. We can't give them brownie points for keeping it close against a team that's kept it close against a lot of other teams.
Next, we have the New Orleans Saints.
As a Saints fan, trust. As every Saints fan is in agreement. We have
hell.
We have a GM that has no clue what he's doing. We have a GM that's still in on our head coach. None of the fans are in on our head coach. The team has given up on the coach. That is a recipe for NFL hell. And our owner seems pretty checked out as well. So yeah, NFL hell.
Yikes. Are the
That's
Jags,
the Saints fan quick rant.
Are the Jags any given Sunday or they stay in the basement?
Wait, also real quick, I want to say before we move on, sorry, we're going to get to the Jags in one sec. The Saints are the only team, probably in the history of our tier lists, the years going forward, Hunter, they're the only team that will probably ever go from Super Bowl to NFL hell in the same year.
That's facts. I forgot they were up there after like
That's pretty incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Jags, basement or up, down?
They're staying. They're definitely staying. They were so close, Hunter. They
So
were
close,
so
dude.
close to making themselves any given Sunday. And then they let Malik Willis drive down the field on them. You hate to see it.
NFL hell. Cleveland Browns. I feel like they get to moved up.
Oh, no. Yeah. Jameis Winston said, wait a minute, guys. Prayer circle. That lifted them out. That literally, they lifted themselves out. They said, we're moving into the basement.
Next two teams, we have the Carolina Panthers and Tennessee Titans. I feel like they both got to stay. It's not even. There's really nothing to discuss.
Yeah, the Saints, Panthers, and Titans. They're doing they form the triangle of NFL shit right now. It's call it for what it is. I'm sorry. Again, Panthers and Titans fans are in no disagreement. It's kind of the same thing with all three of us. We clearly are looking at ownership and GMs, and we're like, ooh, God, we have a lot to change. And I think that's the big thing you could say is in common with all three of these organizations.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been our NFL tier power rankings. If you don't know ball and want to know ball, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, let us know in the comments who we have rated too highly and who we have rated too lowly.